What are you saying, guys? Tabs T2?
All I feel is blue.
Just wanted to say, before this video starts, thank you for all the support that I've been getting on these last few videos. Where I'm making this video, my first get to know me video back, it's on 1.5k views as of now. My first Dark Deception video, 4.5k, and as we're speaking right now, the newest Dark Deception video is near enough 7k. It's fucking insane. Thank you so much for all the support. I used to do these videos, but I thought I'd bring them back. If anyone actually knows me in real life and watches these videos, they know I get into so much stupid shit. I just put myself in situations that I don't need to be in. If anyone I know watches this video and you know about this story and you know what's going on, do not name any names, do not comment any names whatsoever. I refuse to get sued. I refuse to get this video taken down. If anyone knows, I used to work in retail. And by used to, I mean literally like a month ago. I quit now. We're gonna talk about how I quit and my experience working in retail. Okay, so let me just say straight away, working in retail has to be one of the shittest experiences I've ever had in my life. I preferred my job as a waiter, and that's saying something. I met one of my best mates, Alex, there, and one of my other mates, like really close to her, she's amazing. I'm not gonna name her name, but she was my department manager, and she is my age. She's honestly amazing. Just get into my shit experiences. It's just gonna be loads of different stories leading into this large story that happened in the end. I started working at this place last year, just before summer started. It was basically a summer temp job. Did I say sumper? I meant summer temp. When I started working there, I really wanted to keep the job because I needed money, which kind of meant I was bending myself backwards to make sure that I kept the job. I was working harder than I needed to at my measly £7.60 wage. A fair amount of money, but for the amount I was getting paid, I was doing more work than I needed to. Everyone saw how hard I'd worked and I'd help everyone when I could. Obviously, for the story's sake, we're gonna call my really shit manager Embo. Don't ask why, I don't know why, we're just gonna call him Embo. Straight off the bat, Embo gave me such dodgy vibes. You know, looked like a genuine crack addict. He didn't talk much, he'd kind of just stare at you. He was a skinny guy, could probably take him on, but he was just intimidating as a manager because, you know, he wouldn't say anything and he wouldn't even sort of give you a pat on the back. Moving on from that, he was kind of unproblematic for the first few months with me. He didn't really say much. You know, he seemed like a decent guy. And when I had talked to my other colleagues about it, saying like, oh, he doesn't seem as bad as you guys make it out. Like, he seemed like an alright guy.
Jinx myself.
Week on from saying that, he started his bullshit. It was crazy. Like, the switch up from what he had started as to what he had changed to was insane. Like, I genuinely ended up having a burning, passionate hate for this guy. But me being me, kept it professional, never said anything, just kind of went on about going with my work. Just did what I needed to do and I left. Minimal conversation. I was gossiping about other people around the shop. And if anyone knows me, they know I don't gossip. I don't like gossiping. If I have something to say to someone, I just go straight up to them. He was gossiping about a colleague of mine, which I'm quite close to. We're not close to, but we're cool. We're on levels. I kind of just turned around and I was like, look, I don't know who you think I am, Embo, but I am not having this conversation with you right now. Like, you're talking about one of my colleagues. I don't talk about my colleagues like that. As a store manager, you shouldn't even do that. Let's just say he was a really shit manager. He was very antagonizing and he was very intimidating and he would threaten a lot of people. About 5-6 people have already, before I quit, had quit in the span of like a month because of how he treated staff. A lot of the time I'd be working Tuesdays, Wednesdays, sometimes even on Saturdays, I'd be the only person closing the shop. Take that into account because he had a habit of sitting at the back doing nothing for like 4 or 5 hours and he just let everyone just work on the shop floor. More time he was the only manager in as well, so it was really hard to run the shop floor. Once on the Wednesday, I had a colleague that was working with me. She comes in and she tells me, oh yeah, like, I'm in, but I wasn't on the rota. And I was like, oh, okay, great. I'm like, I'm gonna go to my department then, if you're gonna take over here. And yeah, if you need anything, then just page for me. She must have been paging for Embo, the manager, for about 10 minutes. My guy would not come out. He was probably at the back just enjoying his dinner and movie. And that's not even a joke. He would actually do that. Like, at least 4 or 5 people would go in for their break and come out of their break to then go back for their second break to see that he's still in there, in the same spot, doing the same shit. She stopped paging, and she paged for me because I used to be a supervisor there, so I know my shit. As I get there, she asked me a question about what the customer wanted. It was a query. So I answered the question, and I saw that the queue had formed, and I decided, yeah, you know what, let me go help out. And I did. I got the queue down, and as I'm leaving, she asked me a question. She asked about where Embo's been since the beginning of her shift. He wasn't there, and I had to tell her that from the beginning of my shift, he hasn't been on the floor, so he's probably doing something at the back. Again, no slander whatsoever, because if I was going to do that, I'd say it straight to him. I said, it's all right, I'm cleaning kids section. I've basically finished it in the whole time that I've been on my shift. If I finish the rail, I'm going to come over and I'm going to help you clean up ladies. In between having that conversation, I get a page from Embo to come to the admin office. I'm thinking, I never get called into the admin office. What's going on here? I tap the code in and I literally open the door to have him in the admin office screaming at me, and it's like,
why have you been standing around for 10 minutes with your hands on your hips doing nothing?
I'm kind of just staring like, what? Like, I've been at the tills for 10 minutes serving customers, what do you mean?
No, you were just standing around.
I'm like, the fuck you mean, bruv? I start walking towards the admin office and I'm just like, I have not been standing around for 10 minutes. And he's like,
I've been watching you on CCTV, you've been standing around for 10 minutes.
I'm just like, hey yo, what's your tone? Calm down, keep it professional. I'm like, I've been standing there 1 minute, 2 minutes tops. And he's like, oh.
Standing there for 2 minutes.
And I'm just like, yeah.
He was like, oh, why did you say 1 minute at first?
I'm like, so I said 1 minute or 2 minutes tops. Didn't say 1 minute, I didn't change my answer. I said 2 minutes tops. And that's literally because I was answering the question, because you're never on the shop floor anyways. He starts coming up to me like closer, like he's like right in my face, like he's basically like there. He was ready to lips me at this point. And I'm just like, hey yo, like can you back off? You're making me bare uncomfortable. Like you're shouting.
And he was like, I'm not shouting. He was like, how are you saying I'm shouting? He's like, have a little bit of respect.
And I'm like, yo, like I get it. You're earning the manager wage. I'm earning £7.60, but that does not mean I am your slave. You cannot scream at me. You can't hit me. I was like, stop being so aggressive, because right now you're freaking the fuck out. You need to step back. You're making me feel uncomfortable. Your behavior is hella threatening, and I want the number for HR. I'm suing your fucking ass. Yeah, I didn't even say that, so I don't know why I'm capping. What I did say is I need the number for HR. Your behavior is hella threatening and I need to make a complaint about you, because this isn't the first time that you've done it. You've done it to multiple colleagues of mine and you're doing it to me now, but you've done it to a wrong person because I'm not going to take your shit. He said that he's too powerful for HR and refused to give the number. And I was like, look, give me the number. And he's like,
no.
And I was like, all right, then show me on CCTV that I was standing around for 10 minutes. Because if you turn it on, we'll be sitting here for 10 minutes, right? And then he suddenly starts refusing and he goes, oh no, maybe it was 5 minutes. I'm like, why are you changing your answer now? I was like, I thought you said it was 10 minutes. I at least said it was either 1 or 2 minutes. I said it could be in between, it could be less. Because I wasn't actually sure, I was just answering a question. He starts screaming at me more and I start walking away to grab my stuff. Because he told me to leave the shop and I was like, happily. He must have said that I don't do anything in the shop. And anyone that has worked with me will know that I do the most. Like, I'm running around doing everyone's job because, you know, I like helping out. Not gonna lie, probably the most unprofessional thing I said in that whole conversation. I was like, how would you fucking know? You're never on the shop floor. You leave us to do all the work. You get me to do all your work because you're too fucking lazy to do it yourself. I grabbed my stuff and I just walked out. And right now, I don't know if I can get in trouble for this, because I'm currently talking to HR about this situation and they're getting it sorted. They're doing an investigation on it and stuff like that. Because apparently it's not the first time that he's sort of done this and had a complaint about it. So, oh yeah, he's also not done anything about sexual harassment. Oh, and he's been very pervy on young girls that work there. So, you know what? Bury him. I really wish I could use his name, but it's not right. Because firstly, I'll probably get done for defamation of character. Secondly, the company will probably sue me for using their name. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video anyways, but yeah, that's the end of it. That's just a short story. If you guys want more story times, then comment down below. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because I actually looked at the statistics and about 70% of you aren't even subscribed to me when you're watching these videos. Trust me, you guys subscribing helps me so much. I'm so grateful for all the views and likes I've already been given already. Didn't expect it to do this good. Leave a like, comment, all of that. Share it to a few mates, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. They say I never grinded, so let's talk about my come up. I've been trying to reach the top and